to be a host pretty soon. So, Yasmin, you are going to lead this conversation for us. I'm going just to start the explanations. So, what basically we do, we have the first 10 minutes to present the platform. So, this is not a class. I'm not a teacher. You're not going to be corrected. And this is 100% English immersion. We have the questions, and with the questions, we are going to have like a guide to talk. It's not mandatory to answer all the questions, and the host can ask whatever they want to ask, depending on the conversation. It's not allowed to correct each other, but of course, you can support people with vocabulary or stuff, so they can develop their fluency. I'm going to present myself, and I'm going to let Yasmin to present herself and lead the conversation after that. So Yasmin is going to be in charge to ask questions to Camila and Genemis, and then yeah, that's pretty much what's going to happen. So I'm Philip, and I have been living in Toronto for the past 6 months. In August, I'll be back to Brazil, to another city. I'm not going to tell which one is it. It's going to be a surprise. If you want to know, just follow me on Instagram. Besides that, I'm eager to talk to people. That's my passion. That's the reason why I quit my previous career as IT analyst. I used to work as a system analyst at Itaú for a while, and nowadays I'm an entrepreneur focused on fluency and career, people's development and stuff. I'm not a coach though, and really happy to be here. Okay, Yasmin. So I'm gonna do the following. I'm gonna do like I did years ago with other host students. We didn't have like a preparation as we have right now, but you are going to guide this conversation through the questions. Okay, so you're going to present yourself. Camila will do the same, and Janemis. And all of you three are going to talk, and you are going to guide the conversation and make Camila and Janemis answer the questions. I'm going to just be following on YouTube. And by the end of the session, you can just say goodbye and just finish the immersion on the red button. And then the live on YouTube is over and the conversation is done. Can you do that?
Okay. For me, totally okay.
Very good. So go ahead. You are the host now. Congratulations. Your first time. So Camila and Janemis help her on this journey. Okay. I'm going, and if you have any questions, just ask Yasmin. All right. I'll be watching on YouTube, by the way. If anything you needed, I'll be back. Okay.
Okay.
See ya. Have a good
See
conversation.
you. So guys, I will start presenting myself. I'm Yasmin, I'm 19 years old. I live here in São Paulo capital with my parents and my cat too. Nowadays I'm cursing systems analysis and development at the college. In my free time, I like to read books. Nowadays, I'm reading a book called The Braid. Is a good one. I can put on chat after my presentation. And about series, nowadays I'm watching Breaking Bad. And about you, Camila?
Hello, guys. Do you listen me? Can you listen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm 5 years old. I'm living in Mogi das Cruzes, São Paulo. I'm married. I have a kid. She is a little kitten. She is 3 years old. I have a dog. She is a old dog. And I really like to read and study something new. I'm studying now about Python language. It's a very nice language to program. Then I really like to watching TV, watching series, and I absolutely love Breaking Bad, Yasmin. I finished it. It's a very nice. Then that I think it's that.
Your name is, please introduce yourself.
Okay, hello girls, good afternoon. My name is James. Uh, uh, I'm 35 years old. I'm living in Cajazeiras, Paraíba. I have been working on IT areas since 2012 when I have graduating knowledge and software development, and I finish in the same time the postgraduate on software engineer. Um, I'm married. I have three kids, little kids too. My daughters have 2 and 3 years. My son is six years. Uh, I love spend my evenings with my family, and in my free time I enjoy playing the guitar and the read technical books. Is hobby for me. I love my technical books. I learn a lot of new contents, new technologies, and the new content about the software engineer, the basis, algorithms, design patterns, and that's it.
So nice. So I think we can start with the questions. The first is, what do you used to do during your free time when you were a kid? Janemis, what are you used to do in that time?
In my free time, I I love it. Was play football with my friends, um, and they read. Uh, I have I have a little library on my mother's house. Uh, I started reading with 3 years, and it's a good habit. My mother was a teacher, and she was learning me and my sister read love reading and in childhood.
So nice.
I
And what kind of gender of books did you like when you was in your childhood?
Sci-fi, ficção
Nice.
científica, né?
Is a nice gender. And about you, Camila? What do you used to do during your free time when you were a kid?
When I were a kid, I'm lived in a farm. Then my childhood was with a horse, cows, chickens. Then I really like to walk to a horse, then ride to a bicycle, play it with my sister. I have a sister. She's 7 years uh, younger than me. Then and my mother absolutely loved to read for me too. Then, but not this kind of books. She's just read fairy tales. but I like that. Then I'm thinking that and I play, I don't remember this name in English, but it's a xadrez when I was a kid too, and I absolutely love. And now I like to. And I'm thinks is that is this is this things a marco for my kids, and then I remember now.
Nice. As for me, I think the activities I mostly did at my childhood was read books and watch TV too. I loved to watch SBT, Mexican soap operas in SBT too. So there was the activities I mostly did in my childhood. Okay, I think we can skip to the second. What are some things you like to do in your free time? Camila, can you start with this, please?
Of course, now I really like to spend my time with my kid. Then she absolutely loves Sesky. Do you know Sesky? Yeah, the one in Mogi, and she's lovely this place. Then I like to. And now I present to her Castelo rá then we spend our time to watching Castelo rá and uh, uh, play Almanac da Mônica with her too. Then I'm thinking that in my free time now.
Nice. And about you, James?
In my case, today I like spend more time with my family. It's important because I have in my house remote work, but I have a lot of time. I spend a lot of time in my job, and at night, yeah, I don't work. Is sagrado para mim. I don't work, and I have I spend my time with my family, with my kids, or so study with my son, or watching videos, watching movies, or go out with my wife. On week, we have our go out without children. It's important to me and my wife. Uh, I like to really read technical books. In this moment, I read two books. One book in English and or in Portuguese. In English is hexagonal architecture with Java, and Portuguese is solid principles. Um, solid principles is used Java in the book too.
Nice. I'm curious to ask about what kind of videos do you usually watch with your son?
My son likes superheroes.
Oh, nice. Nice. Janemis, could you read the third question for us, please?
Yeah. How do free time activities differ now compared with the past? Do you think people had more or less free time in the past? It depends. Depends the person. In general, uh, the adult life you have more activities, more responsibilities. Is different. It's different when you was a child or teenager. When I teenager, my responsibility is go to the university, is study the college, and that's it. Today, no, today is very different because I have a big family. Um, yeah, in my free time is different now. The time for play with my friends is is it's hard find free time for this activity. But I like, but it's hard. It's hard for me. And you, Yasmin.
As for me, I think nowadays we passed recently for a time that anyone had a bigger free time compared to the past. When we think in pandemic years, for example, people that worked or studied from home in that time, maybe getting more free time in these activities. We think about the time that we passed getting on the places. So I think with the pandemic in that years, we can get more free time. And nowadays, comparing children in the past with kids nowadays, I think the activities is a little different. In the past, kids are more used to play with the friends in the neighborhood, physical activities, and nowadays is more involved um, with games in mobile in the cell phone. So I think the free time is similar, but the activities that is doing the free time is a little difference. And about you, Camila, what do you think about this question?
Um, my free time now it's very different than in the past. Now I have a lot of responsibilities, like Gemini's talk. But I think that now I can plan my hours for a job, for a study, and I have a little more free time than I have in the past. Because in the past I do university, I do English, I do any another things. Then my free time is just on a Saturday and a Sunday. Now uh, I can have a free time in the middle of week. For example, I try to do my schedule for this because my little kid.
Oh, nice. It's important to have this kind of time for her and for yourself too. In the middle of the week, we usually are just worry about the work, but it's important to think about ourselves too in this moment. It's a nice thing. So Camila, could you read the next question for us, please?
Oh, of course. Do you think you have enough time to do everything do you want to do? No. I think the day there are 20, no, it's a 40 hours for do anything I want. But it's um it's relative. I think it's so my time not pass, but go so fast now. It's very scary to when I stop and think about that. Because in the pandemic, for example, I'm pregnant now. I have a little kid in my house to do talk and running. Then oh my God, and I don't do what I want. For example, I really like to travel abroad, but the time is so fast, then I can do this now, and then if probably I do this in next year or oh, it's a complicated, but it's I think I don't have time enough to do everything. And you, Yasmin.
For me, I don't know. Always we had this kind of feeling of I need to do a lot of things, but they just have for 24 hours, and we had to do a lot of things. Time passed so fast, like you said. And for me, totally, I think I don't have time enough to do everything I wanted. But it's important to think, okay, um, once I don't have so much time for do everything I wanted, I have to balance what is most important to me and separate the time for do the things better too, to avoid procrastination, for example. So I think nowadays anyone had this kind of time to do all of the things. And about you, Janemis, you think you have time enough for do everything you want?
Oh, this question is so hard. Honestly, I don't always have enough time to do everything I want. Uh, while I manage my current responsibilities well, I'd like to have more time for other activities like study for certification, uh, taking a new course on data extruders, contributing for open source projects because I like this. Um, balance work, family, personal development can be challenging. Is more it's very hard. But I'm always looking for ways to improve my time and manage the skills. Uh, it's significant, significant. Não sei como é que fala, significa. Uh, I I make it I want, but not in this time I want. Is slow, but I can try and I make these activities.
Nice. Um, I think we can pass to the next question. So, Janemis, how can we have more free time?
Oh, it's hard. In my in my case, for study technology, study English, I wake up early, for uh 4:30 a.m. and it's time I can study and finish at 6 o'clock because the kids go to the school. But in this time, 4 4:20 to 6 o'clock, I can study. But in my work, um, for have more free time, I try use it Pomodoro time. This technique is good, and it works very well for me.
Nice. And after work, you usually do something to rest, for example, watch a movie, watch a series, or things in that way?
Uh, I I can't. I dislike series because I don't have time for series. Uh, when I watch a series, I think I I can study English, and is a big dilemma, and I don't show. I haven't show esqueci o nome. Séries, né? Series. But at night, I como é que eu digo? Meu Deus, esqueci. Eu assisto com meus filhos, né?
Nice. Um, okay, Camila, how can we have more free time?
Uh, if I have more free time, I like to study more new things, and probably travel more too. I really like to learn about another cultures and spend my time with my kids and my husband and my dog too. And I think is that is studying, travel, and spend more time with hers.
Nice. And I'm curious to ask about you. Have you ever go to abroad sometime? You already have this experience.
Yes, I have. I I traveled to England, France, um, Chile, I don't know in English, Chile, Argentina, and Marrocos, and Uruguay. It's this is kind of my experience I have. And then I really like, and I would to travel more if I could.
So nice. A lot of cultures to know.
Yes, it's a different cultures. It's very nice when you speak with another persons about his cultures. For example, for me, it's a surprise in Uruguay. It's a very safe. Then people don't have circus or walls in all the houses. It's, oh my God, it's so near to Brazil. Then it's so safe. I really surprised about that. Then I like this.
So nice. Um, so for me, a key to have me for more for oh my God, a key to have more free time is I passed for experience that I didn't have so much free time because at the time that I wasn't work in a day, I usually use it to study 100% of the time. So I get a burnout because of this. And after that, I just um use a specific time to really rest, to have a free time for me, like maybe watch a video, watch a movie, I think to rest my mind. So I think a key to have more free time is always think, okay, I cannot just pass all of my time studying and working because when I finish my life, what I was did in this time, no. So I think we have to study and work, of course, but at the same time we have to enjoy our life too. So I think it's important to keep this in mind and with this, maybe separate 15 minutes of a day to do a thing that you like to do is a good way to have more free time. Um, the sixth question: do you manage your time? How? Janemis, how do you manage your time?
Um, I manage my time by dividing my day into blocks. In the morning, I have a block of time dedicated to study English and the technical contents. Um, After dropping my kids off at school, I have a block of time to go to the gym. And in the evening, I have a big block of time, and this time to spend with my kids. Sometimes when my kids go to the bed, I try contribute to the open source project, but it's hard. A maioria das vezes eu durmo junto com as crianças.
I understand you. When I am just, I think 7 p.m. I just want to sleep, you know. So you wake up early too. You said you wake up 4 a.m., right?
Yeah.
So I know it's hard to keep awake in the night. But you said before you use Pomodoro tool. You usually use it other tools for organization your time or just Pomodoro?
I like use Google Calendar because they synchronize my meetings on the working or my personal day, and synchronized the computer, the cell phone, and my watch. It's easy, and I don't have used a lot of kinds for manage time to Notion and the Evernote, because you will spend more time for manage these apps, and Google Calendar is simple and direct and synchronized with my watch. It's easy and it works for me.
Nice. And what about you, Camila? Do you manage your time? How do you use any tool for it?
Yes, I use Google Calendar too. And I synchronize with my husband to do some things, especially with my kid. Then in my kitchen, I have one board to whiteboard, you know. Then I divide it with in a day of week. Then I put in my how I don't know in English, my minhas tarefas for hour, when I wake up, when my kid have a dentist, for example, or when I have to do my work, when I have a meeting, when I have to wash a clothes. Then I put all the things there and in the calendar too for my husband to help me and help with each other for 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 managing more mais certeiro o tempo, you know.
So nice. I remember you asked how tarefas is in English is tasks. I put on the chat so
Thank you.
uh you can have with you is a good word to keep with us too. So for me, I think I use the same tool than you. I use Google Calendar too. Is a good one because is there there is kind of a line that according to the hour of you are in the day with the task. So it's a good one. And I think for me is this is my this is the tool that I most like to use. So the next question, what do you do? Oh my God, what you do if you had more free time? For me, is sleep more because I don't know what's happening with me. Since I begin to work and to do college, I always am sleepy and I am always want to sleep. So if I had more free time, I certainly will sleep more or reading more too. Is a thing that I really like to do, and I'm feeling good on it. And for you, Janemis?
In my case, I try um, soccer play with my friends. Uh, contributed more open source projects because it's a good opportunity for networking and know new professionals. It's I can como é que eu posso falar? Eu já consegui algumas oportunidades contribuindo com open source, né? Então, it's very important for the career for developer, software engineer. And the study English is very important.
So nice. Is so cool something you do in a way to help others in a free way. And because of this, you just get opportunities. So is a good thing. Congratulations. And about you, Camila?
Oh, I'm thinking I'm asked this question before I I answered these questions before because I'm thinking that is a seven when I was in a fifth, in a five. Oh my God. But I asked again. Then if I had more free time, probably I is the same. I study more or travel more, uh, sleep more too. It's a very nice. Then uh, probably I have more dogs to take care and spend my time with my family too. I think that.
So nice. So, Janemis, could you read the next question for us, please, and answer it too?
Question weight. What what is the phrase times morning mean? Do you agree with it? That depends. Times money because you don't have buy time. and it's very, very important. But in this situation, do you have more time for work more? I dislike this idea. I dislike the idea for, como é que eu posso dizer? Tem aquela coisa do descanso produtivo. Cara, eu detesto essa ideia. Você não pode nem descansar, né? Então, eu detesto essa ideia. Então, eu concordo, assim. Tempo é dinheiro em várias situações, mas não com essa ideia de que a pessoa deve se exaurir e sua vida não é só o trabalho, não é só o dinheiro. É muito mais que isso, né? Tem coisas mais importantes, né? Claro, eu tô falando isso porque hoje eu tô numa situação muito privilegiada, com um bom trabalho e tal. E eu reconheço que tem gente que não tem essa mesma vantagem que eu tenho, né? Mas assim, viver para isso, não. That's it, girls.
Good thing you said, no. It's important to take a rest because our mind get tired too. It isn't just our body that get oh my god, that get tired. Our mind to get tired too, and it's important to rest. No, the for me the phrase "time is money" can be true in some specific time, like for example, if uh, you have more employees and you have more time to talk with the clients, maybe time is important in that way, to get more people in your team, to have more time to do the things, without uh, overworked anybody. So it's important in that way, but um, for me, I think I one thing that real make me feel bad in the past was work and study a lot and forget the rest time. And this time is important too, like Jenemy said, our mind need it. And if we didn't rest, our mind will just keep out in some moment. We just, okay, you don't let me rest in a good way, so I will not work. So is a thing that is a lot of true. And about you, Camila, what do you think about this phrase, time is money?
I think it's a hard phrase, and sometimes it's it's when I saw this phrase "time is money," I just remember the Bruno, because you run uh, for this money, you think about that. I saw a interview about the one Uber that he do in a month 20,000 for a month just with Uber, but he sleeping on his car and don't take a shower just with a kind of clean up, this. Then and oh my God, okay, you have a 20 money for a month, but you don't have life. And probably you stay or take some disease, I'm think, or do you Bruno or another syndrome, then enjoy this money. This money it's for nothing because you have 20,000 a month, but you work then 4 to 12 p.m. I know. Then it's a hard phrase, and I think it's a capitalism brutal, you know, this phrase it represents that, I know, I think.
Yeah, this there is crazy because I think in some moments that you really need money, it's
Yes.
okay to do that, but your body and your mind will not uh will not get on this all of your life, you know. For 1 month, it's okay to live that, but all of the rest of the life is just crazy.
Yes,
But
you do some money that you don't enjoy it. Probably
yeah,
yes, your family enjoyed it, but not you because you yes. I, in some cases you it's hard.
it's totally hard. Okay, guys, I think we don't have so much time to answer the others' question, but I want to hear from you a little. What do you think about this immersion? If you learned something new, something word new, something phrase new. Janemis, what do you think about this conversation?
Oh, it's very good. It's a good opportunity for practice English and think about the different contexts. It's important uh, um, for your practice and the increase your uh, English level.
So nice. And you, Camila?
Really nice this topic. I try to think after the answer these questions, but in Portuguese, then when I talk in English, it's so different. Then I learned so much with that. Then thank you guys for divide your experience too. I'm learning with that too.
So thank you guys. This was the first conversation that I guided. I wasn't expecting that.
Mhm.
Was a good conversation. Was good opinions too. I learned them a lot because this subject was a good subject to think in English. So was a very good conversation. Thank you for your time. Thank you for this conversation. And I hope to see you soon in another opportunity.
Thank you. Bye bye.